Welcome back to Expedition History. Today, we're exploring the lives of the top 10 richest people in history. These titans of wealth not only amassed unimaginable fortunes, but also left their mark on the world in fascinating ways. Let's dive in. Number 10. Cornelius Vanderbilt, 1794 to 1877. Cornelius Vanderbilt, also known as the Commodore, was an American business magnate who built his wealth in railroads and shipping. By the time of his death, his fortune was worth approximately $185 billion in today's dollars. What many don't know is that Vanderbilt started his empire with a $100 loan from his mother to start a ferry service. He was also known for his fierce competitive spirit, often cutting prices to drive competitors out of business. Number 9. Henry Ford, 1863 to 1947. Henry Ford revolutionized the automobile industry with the assembly line production method, making cars affordable for the masses. At his peak, Ford's wealth was around $200 billion. A lesser-known fact is that Ford was an avid folk dancer and even organized dance events for his employees. He also introduced a $5 a day wage for his workers, which was double the average wage at the time, significantly reducing employee turnover and increasing productivity. Number 8. Muamar Gaddafi, 1942 to 2011. The controversial Libyan leader, Muammar Gaddafi, amassed a fortune estimated at $200 billion through oil revenues and state-controlled enterprises. Despite his wealth, Gaddafi preferred living in a Bedouin tent, even when traveling abroad, to reflect his nomadic heritage. He also implemented the Green Book, his political philosophy, which was a mix of socialism, tribalism, and Islam, and attempted to position Libya as a leader of African unity. Number 7. William the Conqueror, 1028 to 1087. William the Conqueror, the first Norman king of England, accumulated a fortune equivalent to $229 billion through conquests and taxation. Many are unaware that his wealth included the vast estates of the English nobility, which he redistributed among his followers. He commissioned the Domesday Book, an extensive survey of his new kingdom's lands and resources, which provided a detailed account of his subjects' wealth. Number 6. Jakob Fuger, 1459 to 1525. Jakob Fuger, known as Jakob the Rich, was a German banker and merchant whose wealth was around $300 billion. He financed the rise of the Habsburg dynasty and even funded the Vatican. Fuger is lesser known for his innovative social housing project, the Fugere, which still exists today and offers affordable housing for the needy. He was also a pioneer in modern banking practices, including bookkeeping and the use of letters of credit. Number 5. Mir Osman Ali Khan, 1886 to 1967. Mir Osman Ali Khan, the last Nizam of Hyderabad, had an estimated wealth of $230 billion. His fortune included a vast collection of jewels, including the famous Jacob diamond, which he used as a paperweight. He also established numerous institutions, including schools, hospitals, and a university, and was known for his philanthropic efforts, which significantly improved the infrastructure and welfare of his kingdom. Number 4. Nikolai Alexandrovich. Romanov, 1868 to 1918. Tsar Nicholas II of Russia had a fortune of around $300 billion. Despite his immense wealth, he faced a tragic end during the Russian Revolution. A little-known fact is that Nicholas II was an avid photographer and left behind a substantial collection of personal photographs. He was also deeply involved in the cultural and industrial modernization of Russia, though his reign was marred by political unrest and war. Number 3. Andrew Carnegie, 1835 to 1919. Scottish-American industrialist Andrew Carnegie built his fortune in the steel industry, amassing around $310 billion. Carnegie is lesser known for his role as a philanthropist, giving away nearly 90% of his fortune to fund libraries, education, and scientific research. He believed in the gospel of wealth, which argued that the rich had a moral obligation to distribute their wealth in ways that promoted the welfare and happiness of the common man. Number 2. John D. Rockefeller, 1839 to 1937. John D. Rockefeller, the founder of Standard Oil, is often regarded as the richest American ever, with a fortune of about $340 billion. What many don't know is that Rockefeller was deeply religious and attributed his success to his faith and rigorous work ethic. He was also a major philanthropist, founding the University of Chicago and Rockefeller University, and he played a pivotal role in the establishment of the modern medical research system. Number 1. Mansam Musa, 1280 to 1337. Topping our list is Mansam Musa, the Emperor of Mali, whose wealth is estimated at over $400 billion. His legendary pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 showcased his immense wealth and generosity, as he distributed gold along the way. A lesser-known fact is that his wealth led to inflation in Cairo due to the sheer amount of gold he spent. He also funded the construction of numerous mosques and educational centers, transforming Timbuktu into a major cultural and intellectual hub. Before we wrap up, let's address why contemporary figures like Elon Musk are not included in this historical list. While Elon Musk, the visionary behind Tesla, SpaceX, and other ventures, is incredibly wealthy with a net worth around $200 billion, the historical figures on our list had fortunes that, when adjusted for inflation, surpass even the richest people alive today. Musk's wealth is staggering, and he continues to innovate and shape our future. But the titans of the past amassed and controlled wealth on a scale that often influenced entire nations and empires. And there you have it, the top 10 richest people in history, each with their unique stories and lesser-known facts. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating content. Who do you think had the most interesting life? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching Expedition History.